Combos in Casual Commander are often considered the boogeyman of the format. So much so that I think this video might be an even hotter take than my stacks one. The most common Rule 0 discussion I run into is about combos. No combos is actually a pretty regular house rule, and a lot of casual players will often ask for that, even at local game stores. But I think that combos are not only fine to play in casual, they're also fun, and I think banning them doesn't solve the issue that a lot of people think it does. Before I explain what a combo is, if you like videos like this, consider subscribing. It really helps a lot. So when a Commander player says combo, they usually mean things that are game-winning or an infinite loop. So something like Purphoros and Secure the Waste, although is a powerful synergy and could win the game, I don't think most people would call that a combo. It would more likely be called a synergy. A common infinite combo is Kiki-Jiki and Zealous Conscripts. Kiki-Jiki can tap to create a copy of your Zealous Conscripts, which lets you gain control and untap a permanent. If you select your Kiki-Jiki with the copy, then it untaps Kiki-Jiki, allowing you to tap it to make another copy of the conscript, and so on and so forth. And since the tokens Kiki makes have haste, you can make infinite 3/3s and just attack the table. Now, other combos don't always create infinite loops. Something like Thassa's Oracle with Demonic Consultation wins the game, but in a set manner. Oracle will win the game if you have no cards in your library, and Demonic Consultation can exile your entire library as long as you name a card that isn't in your deck. This combo, by the way, is likely the most powerful combo in the format as of now. It's just 3 mana, only requires 2 cards, and because Oracle's ability is on an enter the battlefield effect, it's not static. It means outside of counterspells or very specific hate pieces, this is a very difficult combo to stop. Now, I'm not saying you should put Oracle combo in your casual commander decks. Oracle combo is the best, but what I am saying is combos in casual commander I think are fine. So why are combos so feared? I've heard so many reasons. People often say, oh, they come out of nowhere and just win the game, and it's impossible for you to see them coming or stop them. But this is not even close to true. I think a lot of, especially newer players, get caught up with what's actually on the board. They see a big creature and assume that's the biggest threat. But that's not all that's going on. If a player is casting cantrips and card draw spells and tutors, but not casting anything that actually sticks on the board, that doesn't mean they're not doing anything. That probably means they're setting up for a big win or a combo. A 5/5 on the board is not nearly as scary as someone who casts Demonic Tutor and then also Mystical Tutor. That could easily mean that they have Oracle and Consultation. Also, there are certain cards that lead to combos more often than others. Anything that is mana neutral, like Basalt Monolith, or something that you can do an unlimited amount of times, like a Sacrifice Outlet, particularly one that produces mana like Ashnod's Altar. Cards like these are very easy to combo with. If you're able to reduce the cost of Basalt Monolith's activation or increase the amount of mana it produces, you have a combo right there. The more you see combos and combo decks, the more you're going to get a feel for what is a common combo piece and what it looks like right before they're about to go off. The signs are there, and the more you play against it, I think the more you'll see it. Another reason people seem to hate combos is that they're too powerful. But honestly, I think if a combo requires 3 or more pieces, it's fine in almost any casual pod. It's just a removal check. If I have Ashnod's Altar and Nim Deathmantle in play, that's 2 of the 3 pieces I need. If you see those out, maybe you shouldn't tap out to play your commander a 4th time. Hold up some removal because you know that I only need 1 more piece to win the game. If you're running less than 10 pieces of removal, then you really should crank that up. It will help you with dealing with combos, I promise. Now again, some combos like Thassa's Oracle are a little too fast for every casual pod, so there is some nuance to this. I don't think every combo is okay in every single playgroup at every single power level. Now, I've also heard that people say combos are anticlimactic ways to end a game, and I don't get this at all. I mean, is a combo really that much more anticlimactic than, I don't know, Craterhoof Behemoth and just having creatures on board? Like, there are cards that are just big things that finish the game. Lots of things end the game all of a sudden. It's not just combos. And also, I think it's important in Magic to have multiple ways to win the game. If Magic as a whole only won the game through combat damage, it would be pretty boring. I don't think it would be nearly as successful as it is. The fact that we have mill, alternative win cons, cards that make players lose the game, and combos adds to the game in unique and different ways. And this is what separates Magic from a lot of other games. And even with a combo win, games can still be very close. Some games come right down to the wire of trying to resolve a final combo piece with a ton of counter magic or removal flying your way. And I think banning combos doesn't do what casual players want it to do. Here's an example. Let's say I'm trying to play Commander at my local game store, and somebody says, hey, no combos. Well, one of my casual decks has a 5-card infinite combo. It doesn't have any tutors for the combo pieces. They just happen to all work in the deck, and they happen to go infinite if they're in play. Then I can't play that. But with combos banned, I could still play a Stacks deck. I could still play Armageddon and Yakalhops. Yet if I did that, then the people banning combos would probably get upset. Why is this? I followed all of their rules. And this is like my main issue, is that combos are not indicative of power level. Very few of my casual decks are dedicated combo decks, but sometimes, especially if you play an artifact deck, you're just going to have pieces that work together that happen to go infinite. It could even happen by accident, but I don't think that that's a bad thing. Power level is much more about the contents of the deck as a whole, how fast it can win, how quickly it can get to that win, and what are its engines that lead it to that win. A Stacks deck that heavily relies on resource denial is going to be a lot more powerful than a random pile of cards that happens to have Kiki Jiki and Zealous Conscript in there. I genuinely think if you are someone who absolutely hates combos, bans them in your playgroup, to lift that ban, to try it out, see what happens. I think you're going to have more varied games. And if you're someone who doesn't play a lot of removal and then gets hosed by combos, that one's on you. You should play more removal. Please, please, please. If you get anything from my channel, it's that you should probably play more removal. But what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. What are your opinions on combos? What are some of your favorite combos? I'd love to see those. Obviously, I like the station combos with all the artifact stations. They're really cool. But there's so many fun, interesting, weird combos out there. So share your favorites in the comments. Thank you so very much for watching. Subscribe for more.